In this video, you will learn what's the number one thing you must pursue in order to have a fulfilling life. From marketing to movies, our culture promotes happiness as the ultimate goal. Just buy this, get a girlfriend, or get that awesome job. Happiness seems to be something that has to be pursued. The problem is that happiness is temporary. It's just another emotion, and emotions come and go. Happiness is something we cannot control. There will always be times when we are not going to be happy. Life is full of challenges and setbacks. A broken relationship, being fired from your job, or a fight with a friend. All of these events will make happiness impossible. That's why happiness should never be the goal of life. It makes more sense to pursue something that can be controlled. What I think you should be pursuing is meaning. Meaning is the relationship between two things. Meaning is literally the way we interpret and therefore act in the world. Any event can have multiple meanings. For example, let's suppose that you're fired from your job. There are multiple ways in which you can interpret this event. 1. You can feel sorry for yourself for being a bad employee and let this event define you for the rest of your life. 2. You can acknowledge that you were not a good employee and decide to upgrade your skill set and your work attitude. And 3rd, you can decide that the corporate world is not for you and start a business. Regardless of what interpretation you make, the fact is that the power to decide how to interpret anything lies within yourself. An empowering and constructive interpretation of any event is what creates meaning in your life. The way you control the interpretations you make in your life is through responsibility. Responsibility is your capacity to respond to every single thing that happens in your life. When people say things like, "Oh, my life is meaningless," they are saying that they feel as if the things that are happening in their life are outside of their control. Their boring job makes their life meaningless because they have failed to recognize that they can do something about the situation. Their toxic relationship makes their life meaningless because they have failed to acknowledge that they can respond and therefore do something about it. Responsibility gives our life meaning. It makes us feel as if we matter in this universe because we have the power to alter its unfoldment through our actions. Most people are looking for a path that will lead to happiness. This path is meaning, and it can only be taken by adopting responsibility for everything that happens in life. The more responsibility you take, the more meaning you create, and the more meaning you create, the better you will feel in your life. The next time you feel stuck in your life, remember that your ability to respond is limitless. You can interpret and respond to everything however you want. Paradoxically, when we pursue meaning, happiness tends to show up more frequently. By the way, if you feel stuck in your life, make sure to watch this video I did on how to get your life together fast. I will leave the link in the description. As far as I can see, there are two things you should pursue by adopting absolute responsibility that will create the most amount of meaning in your life. 1. Become your ideal version of yourself. The truth is that no one knows who you could be. Your potential is limitless, but you have to pick a path and be responsible for it. Would you like to create an awesome family? Maybe you want to be a great father or mother. Maybe you want to take care of your community. Want to have an awesome career or business? Work hard on it and be responsible for every setback that shows up along the road. The harder you work on developing yourself and creating the things you want, the more meaning you will create, and it will sustain you through life. Get your life together, pick something, and become the highest version of yourself you can imagine. Let me clarify that this is not self-improvement for its own sake. It's a way to strengthen your character in such a way that you end up being a positive role model for your family, your community, and society. It's not about external validation, it's about being all you can be. Humans have an innate desire for this, and as a result, meaning will show up in your life. Number 2. Solve tough problems that help others. Whether it's through a business, your job, or a charity, helping others is the shortest path to meaning. If you think about it, helping others requires high amounts of responsibility. Being able to help people in need demands people who are able to respond to the adversities of others. The idea behind solving problems is creating a better world. When you make people feel better, you can't avoid feeling better yourself. That's because humans are wired for connection and cooperation. The next time you feel down, try helping another person. Get them a piece of candy, offer some help, or simply ask them how they are doing with a smile on your face and listen. The meaning we create in our life, in my opinion, should transcend ourselves. It must go beyond our benefit. it must benefit the world in some shape or form. By the way, I talk a lot about the importance of your mindset in this channel. That's why I decided to create a line of merch that's specifically designed to remind you that your mindset is important. You can find this exclusive merch on the Improvement University online store. The items should appear below this video, or if they don't, just click the link in the description so you can grab your favorite piece of merch. You can find hoodies, t-shirts, sweatshirts, coffee mugs, and more. Personally, I love my Mindset is Everything hoodie. I get complimented a lot for the quality of the design and of the sweatshirt. Make sure to grab some merch and send me a photo of you with it.